All right, we got Jessica. She's 29 years old, former soccer star at the University of Texas, and she's coming with us with some problems, right? She's got $68,000 in student loans. She's got $3,500 in credit card debt. She's got a car payment of $420 a month. She's got zero savings. She's in HR, so she has a job, which is great. She makes $54,000 a year in income, which is basically $3,300 a month after taxes, right? And this, she wants to be able to purchase a home, to have a home to live in, right? Now, the first thing I'm gonna tell this person to do is, this person is a former athlete, right? So there's already something in them to be better, to get better, to grow better, right? To work on yourself. So I'm going to have them rekindle that athlete identity, right? Athletes consider themselves better than other people because athletes are willing to do the work to make themselves better, right? So if you keep that in mind, when you go back, you got to change your mindset back to that athlete mindset, right? We're going to use affirmations to do that. If you don't have affirmations for yourself, you can pick mine up in the description. They're completely free, right? But that's gonna, and then you can add or subtract whatever you want to from those affirmations. But those affirmations are what got me from a $1,200 stimulus check, walking to a beach shop, to financially free, right? So keep that in mind. It starts with your mindset. It starts in your mind, right? You have to believe that you can do something. You have to believe that you can achieve something before you even start to do stuff, right? Now, so she's bringing home about $3,300 a month, and she's basically living paycheck to paycheck with zero savings, right? So the first thing we got to do is we got to get her income up, right? So the way I'm going to get her income up is I'm going to have her redo her W-4, and I'm going to have her file a 9 on the W-4. You shouldn't be getting a tax refund every year. You should be having to pay taxes every year, right? And say a lot of people like to get that refund, but you should be able to get that in your paycheck every week and every 2 weeks, instead of paying it to the government and getting it back at the end of the year, right? So we're going to file a 9, and we're going to pay in less taxes and try to get our paycheck up. Like I said, because we can't afford to buy food, right? We can't, because we're not making enough money. So food and our housing and all that stuff is going to come before giving taxes to the government, right? So that's going to probably be about $200 extra a paycheck, $400 a month extra, right, into your pocket, right? Number 2, our car loan is a little high, right? It's $420 a month. I know there's car loans out there for $750, $800, $900 a month. We're going to try to refinance this car loan, right, and get this car loan down to $250 a month, right? It doesn't sound like a lot, but that's $170 in savings, right, a month. So we got $400 more in our paycheck, $170 more from the car loan, right? And if you can't do that, you got to sell the car and get a cheaper car. Simple as that. If you got to be driving a moped, it is what it is, right? Like, but you can't have this car payment keeping you from eating, basically, right? So that's number 2, refinance the car loan. Number 4, we're going to pick up side jobs, right? So we have, degree in HR. We're going to try to be doing something like resume building or LinkedIn revamping to help people find jobs, stuff like that. We're also going to be looking for a higher paying HR job. Like this HR job is paying $54K. You should at least be making $100K in HR. So we're going to be trying to find that as all while we're making, these different decisions, right, in our life. So once we have this extra money, right? And any of the side hustle money, half of that side hustle money we're going to be investing, right? So And basically, the way I set things up is that you want one-time investment, really, and then you're trying to double up those investments, right? This isn't like investing, this isn't dividend investing, this isn't, stuff like that. This is, let's find the next double up stock and let's double it up, right? It's a skill set that you have to learn. Obviously, that's part of what I teach in life coaching. So if you're interested in learning that stuff, because you're only 10 double ups. If you got $1,000, you're only 10 double ups to $1 million, right? And honestly, if you doubled up to 10K, 20K, wouldn't you just love an extra 10 or 20K a year? It's kind of a no-brainer. So if you're interested in life coaching, make sure you sign up for life coaching. Let me teach you how to do that, right? All right, so number 5, we're going to pay off the credit card debt, smallest to largest. $7,500 really not that much in credit card. We have months that we hit $7,500 on our credit card and pay it off every month. So, I think this is more of an income problem more than a spending problem. It's not like she's going out and buying all these mocha lattes and all that kind of stuff. She just, $3,300 a month just doesn't go very far in today's economy, right? So we got to get that number up for sure. But we're going to pay off those credit cards, smallest to largest, with the money that we've already freed up, right? So we haven't even changed anything, and we freed up all this money. Almost an extra $600 a month. So, and number 6, this girl's 29 years old. It's time to find a life partner or a husband, right? And you want to go on these dating apps and you want to swipe right enough to where you have dates multiple times a day, so that it's unreasonable that you don't find somebody to fall in love with, right? And so that's what I would advise her as well, to try to find a life partner, right? She's 29 years old, so. But this situation is basically, the average situation in America right now, right? You got student loans, you got credit card debt, and you got no savings, right? So this is the simple little tricks to fix that, right? And this is what I do. I'm a life coach. I help people deal with this kind of stuff, right? But when you're making 54K, that's actually pretty close to the average income in America right now. My area, a 2 household income makes that much money, 54K, right? Around 60K here in my area, right? So it's crazy to think about. Inflation's definitely kicked some butt here, but you can still make it, and you can still save up to buy that house if you really want to, right? So get rid of that credit card debt. We start saving up for the down payment on the house, and you're ready to go. So Jessica, good luck to you. I'm Nate, and I'm a life coach. If you are interested in life coaching, make sure you hit me up in the DM. Make sure you hit me up and sign up on the link, and we'll get you started with life coaching. We'll get your life turned around and get your life thriving instead of surviving. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.